Oh, hello there, boys and girls. Back over at Molly's house again today. One of these days I'm going to finish with this. Quite a bit of work's been done here. I've already talked about it several times with what happened in the living room, floor, subfloor, level, brace, floor joists. Some of the floor got taken out and put back in. Some of the floor got replaced because it wasn't reusable. So we put down black and white tile. I'll show some of that in a minute. Did the bathroom floor. Did the bedroom floor. And then she asked me if I could do the countertops for her. So sure, why not? The countertops were slate. I don't know if you've ever seen any pictures of them. The countertops were very, very poorly done slate. They were incredibly uneven. The slate was coming loose. This whole section right here was close to a ½ inch lower than the rest of it. So I got a big old pile of stuff sitting on the side over there. So I pulled all that out. Got some cabinet grade boards here, and well, that's not a cabinet grade, but that's fine. It's screwed to the wall, so it'll stay flat. But anyway, all the countertops got replaced. All the joints are absolutely 100%. Today, what I'm going to do is put down the Formica. Now, it's going to take between today and tomorrow to do it, I'm sure, because you got to put the edges first. I've got the Formica stacked up over there. It's all rough cut. Did that at the house. What day is today? Friday, so I did it Wednesday. These countertops and stuff were actually done about a week ago. But I don't know if you can see in there, but there's little spots each side of the stove. And this thing here and over there. So we're going to get busy here in a few minutes and do some countertop stuff. Probably switch cameras. Haven't used the GoPro in a while. It's so hard to render it. Anyhow, let's get some countertop stuff going here. Hello there, boys and girls. Back again, one more day at Molly's house. Yesterday, which turned out to be quite a job, I got this piece of laminate straightened out and taken care of. That took forever because of the location. I should have put that piece on and trimmed it up before I put it on the wall, but I didn't, so. And I got these other pieces trimmed up, except for right here, I got a little spot I got to fix, which I'm going to take care of in a minute. Got the ends done. Those need to be cleaned up. That piece needs to be cleaned up. And I have 4 trim pieces left to put on here, for which I have to pull out the stove. we're going to be pretty square after that. And I'll be able to lay out. So there's only 3 pieces left, that's 5 pieces. But there's that piece, this piece, and then the 2 next to the stove. With the 2 next to the stove ought not be that big of a deal. So I'm going to switch cameras so that I can get a little more time out of it. So I'm going to switch over to the GoPro and get things going. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I do have Elmer here with me today too, by the way. I don't know if you can see me on the camera. I can't see from here. Well, good afternoon once again, boys and girls. We back at Molly's house today. Countertops, actually the tops of sections of them came out pretty good. I got a little bit of a disappointment here. It is what it is. And of course we had the catastrophe. I don't know if you can see it, but the router bit took off. Maybe you can see it over here. The router bit took off the finish. So those are going to have to be redone. And what I'm going to do today, is finish up. I got to cut the trim there, cut the trim down there, caulk, run the caulk, put the sink back in, get it hooked up and ready to go. Peel off all of these trim pieces that are going to have to be replaced. And I still got all this to deal with. Or this shouldn't be that. This is going to be a bunch of cutting, which is going to be very difficult. But it ought to be okay. It ought to work out. So, anyhow, that's today's plan. Got the GoPro on charge, so I'm gonna leave this one running for a little while. And all I can do is ask you to hope for the best. All right, this corner's done. Let's go see about getting the other one. This is a difficult task. GoPro's on charge right here. Blood on the file. And bingo, the telephone quit recording. So that was the end of that. I was going to continue on with the GoPro, but it was still on charge. So I said, you know what? I'll just pack it up for the day, and when I come back. And I got back over there. Today is Thursday. I got back over there yesterday. Tuesday morning. Yesterday was Wednesday. Tuesday morning, Molly moved back into the house, and she had a friend of hers come over, and they went through and started cleaning up all my mess, and got ready to get moved back into her house because this is supposed to be finished up here pretty quick. So I went over there Wednesday with the pieces for the left and right side of the stove. All I had left to do was put the trim pieces on that the router bit had caught, and put the left and right side of the stove in place, which should have a couple hours, should have been done. And unfortunately, the left and right side of the stove, some idiot didn't cut correctly, and seeing how they got cut by me, I'm going to have to admit that the idiot who didn't cut them correctly was yours truly. You know, I understand people make mistakes. I get that. It doesn't bother me. People make mistakes. You never make a mistake, you ain't trying. But when I make a mistake, it's a different story. And I'll be beating myself for a long time over that because that was just total stupidity. No excuse. So now we have to order another sheet of laminate, which means that we're going to be forever working on these countertops. It's been a very, very difficult time working on Molly's house. everything that could go wrong has. And I got to be very, very careful when I say that, because things will go wrong that haven't yet, because that's usually how it works. If you ever think it can't get worse, just wait a minute, because it will. But the countertops are in place. She's moved back in the house. The clips aren't on the sink yet. I had to order those through Amazon. They're coming. But the sink is all plumbed and everything works. Literally, and all the trim pieces have been replaced. All there is for the kitchen counters now is left and right side of the stove. And I'm going to cut them on site. So there we go. Thank you very much. We're going to do another video, by the way. It's going to show the finished product. I'll probably go through, show the floors. You know, I'll probably just walk through the house if she'll let me. She's living there now, so it'd be a little different. But if she won't mind me doing it, I'll walk through and show y'all what we did over there, me and Elmer. Anyhow, thank you so much for being here. I really, really, really appreciate your taking the time to watch the video. Thank you very much. It's a lot of fun doing this, and I appreciate the opportunity to do so. So thanks.